Scores were tied at the end of the second innings as well, not to mention how exciting it would be. That's a good scoreline for India, very, very consistent, and a fine effort from the tailenders. Kieran Moray batted quite beautifully for his 48, and so too Roger Binney for his 40. Bowling figures for England, well, they're not as impressive as they might have been. They beat the bat a lot today, those fellas. Neil Radford, 2 for 131, and then Neil Foster, 3 for 93. He had no luck at all early in the day. You might think there's some justice in the world now that he's got those 3 wickets. Pringle, 2 for 61. Edmonds, 1 for 55. And John Embury coming on late, 2 for 40 in 18.5 overs and 7 maidens. So there it is, the scores level after 3 days of this Cornhill Test. Runs have been added in the morning. Graham Gooch is taking strike. Roger Binney is the bowler, and it's the last ball of the second over.
That's exactly the situation which saw the end of Graham Gooch in the first innings. Although Kapil Dev was bowling then, this time it's Binney. Committing the batsman to the stroke, and then the ball just moving away outside off stump. Very well bowled.
And here comes Kapil.
That's a quick one. Graham Gooch just taking on Pandit there, who is reserve keeper, but very sharp in the field.
Pandit, an excellent all-round fielder. Graham Gooch sliding his bat in and just beating the throw.
And that's good form. Waited for that ball to swing from outside off stump. 3 runs to Benson. Lovely stroke. And a day is important for Graham Gooch too. If he can play like that and recover his best form, a wonderful bonus that would be for Mike Gatting, the new captain.
Roger Binney is continuing the attack from the pavilion end.
Oh, imperial stuff. Amazing transformation in Graham Gooch. Absolutely dismissed that ball, short. Sunil Gavaskar back on field now. Presumably the blood tests he had earlier in hospital have turned out all right. And Pandit leaves.
Decent old belt. He launched himself at it, Graham Gooch. Seems he saw it going down the line of his pads.
And there's been enough loose stuff this morning for Graham Gooch to take advantage. That's a very firm onside stroke. Well, Kapil Dev has decided to make a change. He'll be disappointed with his spell this morning. He didn't get going at all. And CHETAN Sharma's coming into the attack from the city end.
LBW, Gooch. CHETAN Sharma is struck. Ball darting back very, very sharply at Graham Gooch.
And CHETAN Sharma's come in with a lot more pace than either of the other two batsmen. He gets Gooch committed on the back foot, and the England opener's vigil is over. So Graham Gooch can't get back into that rich vein of form, and he's on his way. LBW Sharma for 40.
And it is to be Bilathy, the right-hander, having gone. Another one comes out now. Athy to join Benson. Bilathy also on pair. No ball called. That first 50 for England came up in only 66 balls. That's pretty well played by Benson. The variable bounce that we've seen quite regularly here. It's off the mark, and that'll be a tremendous relief for Bilathy. Just picks up 2 runs. Nicely timed by Bilathy. No need for them to worry too much about the extra run there. They pick up the 3 quite comfortably. Nice shot for 4. Mark of a good player, able to on-drive with the minimum of fuss.
Yes, good shot, Mark Benson here. The ball swung quite a bit into him, but he didn't move too early. When he did move, he moved just in the right place and hit that very crisply indeed. And a chance now for Sharma to bowl to the right-handed batsman, Bilathy. See if he can get that outswinger going roundabout off stump. If he can get it roundabout the off stump, he could certainly cause a few problems for the right-handers.
That was a nasty delivery, lifting very sharply, swinging away and then cutting even further.
Well, this was delivery was saying that he might bowl at the right-hander, and in fact that was an absolute pearler.
Oh, beautifully bowled. CHETAN Sharma has really been a lively item this morning.
Yes, he seems to bowl quicker than at any time in the Test series. And again, getting tremendous life out of this wicket. That's really going through the keeper head iron, going flat.
Maninder Singh is coming to the attack from our commentary end. Left arm. Hesitation. Complete confusion. Luckily, Mark Benson was doing the calling. But these 2 young men did their very best to get run out then. Bilathy played first, backward of the square on the offside. Benson's call.
Just 1 more ball bowled before lunch and no addition to the score. 88 for 1. I think England would have settled for that when they went out to start their innings. And they played it in very, very positive fashion, getting away to a good start with Gooch. The wicket taker, CHETAN Sharma, and he bowled particularly well. He was moving the ball a lot off the seam and a little bit in the air as well. 7 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 16. And Kapil Dev went right through the whole list of his bowlers without any success for any of the others. We pick up play now in the 3rd over after lunch. 7 runs have been added. The bowler is Ravi Shastri, and he's coming in to bowl to Mark Benson. Wrong-footed the fielder, and Benson will pick up 3 runs. It was nicely placed and pretty well timed. Didn't give it a full-blooded swing of the bat. Now it's to be Roger Binney coming in from the members' end. No ball called. 100 comes up for England in their 2nd innings. 2 teams having been tied on 390 in the 1st.
Mark Benson quite concerned about that area outside his off stump. Shastri's bowling over the wicket to him, trying to pitch it in that bit of rough to the left-hander as well as the right-handed athlete.
He's got through again, Ravi Shastri. That one spun, and justifiable concern for Mark Benson about the rough stuff outside the off stump. Second wicket down, 102 on the board. Benson gone for 30.
And not a dissimilar dismissal to the first innings. Quite some sharp turn out of that rough for Shastri, this time through the gate. David Gower, the new batsman.
Yes, he's only forward in the end, a matter of about 6-9 inches. Lovely six. No more effective answer than that to the ball landing in the rubbish outside your off stump, or around about middle. That's a nice stroke from Bilathy to take him on to 20. Kapildev definitely has problems. He's still flexing his back. Looked to me as though when he went down to field the ball a little earlier that his back muscle grabbed him. It may have been a back spasm.
Chetan Sharma's coming into the attack. He's replacing Roger Binney.
No ball called. It was handsomely caught as Gower flicked the ball off his toes. Now Gower heard the call and then put a bit more right hand into that shot, flicked it away, and that was called at square leg. Oh, lovely shot. Ah, worth coming out just to see that.
So easy, just a casual push through. Everything looks to be in slow motion almost.
Capel, who just retreated, and it was reported had a spasm in his back. Skipper's okay. Still only bowled 5 overs.
Oh, cracking shot.
Really put some power and punch into that, Bilathy. .150 up. Loss of 2 wickets.
And he's gone. 100th catch for Sunil Gavaskar in Test match cricket, and David Gower goes. It was beautifully bowled by Chetan Sharma. At England now 152 for 3.
Yes, this was a good delivery. Pitching roundabout off stump, just seaming away a bit, and David Gower lulled into it, just following it a little bit, and nudged it very low to Gavaskar. And Gavaskar has had nothing to do, concentration very good, and taking a nice, comfortable catch there at slip. Again, not quite either forward or back, just caught halfway. And Sonny Gavaskar there taking a good low catch down by his ankles. But England won't want to lose another wicket now, otherwise the pressure's back on them.
Good afternoon.
Well, Mike Gatting got a delivery of something similar to that in the first innings. And that's just livened it up again for him. He's got a bruise there, that'll just have put another one on top of it.
That's delightful bowling. The begin cutter and then fast leg break.
Yes, that was certainly the perfect delivery. Round about the off stump and moving out off the seam and beating everything.
He's got him again.
Well, Mike Gatting's been sat in the pavilion watching Bilathy and David Gower score runs without any problem at all. He's come out there to a very lively greeting from CHETAN Sharma. That's 2 out of 3 now that have nipped back, hit him in the stomach or top of the leg, and one that's gone away. So that's a very nice greeting for him.
The wicket he took was from a very good delivery, one that left David Gower. Then he crunched Gatting 3 times. Oh, he's gone this time, and CHETAN Sharma has struck again. 3 wickets. Beautifully bowled. Big leg cutter, went as far as a spinner could turn the ball. And Bilathy has gone for 38. England 163 for 4.
Well, Sharma's looked most like the bowler to take wickets all day, and that was again a very good delivery. I think Bilathy was forced to play at it. He certainly couldn't let it go when it pitched, and it left him off the wicket and just bounced a little bit. And Derek Pringle, last of the really recognised batsmen before he get into amongst the bowlers. So a little bit of pressure on these two now.
That's a lovely shot. Beautiful stroke from Derek Pringle just before the tea interval. That was a better session so far as the Indians were concerned. They picked up the 3 wickets. England got just about the same number of runs as they did in the first session. They wouldn't have been too happy about losing their wickets, but they are still in with a chance, even though they have quite a tail there. Derek Pringle and Mike Gatting, the men in occupation, will want to make certain they're there for much of the final session. The wickets and the bowling belonged once again to CHETAN Sharma. Very fine performance from him. 15 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 45, and the other wicket to Ravi Shastri, 1 for 29 from 12 overs and 2 maidens. In the match situation at tea, England 171 runs ahead. They really need to be 250 ahead by stumps, and then we'll have a terrific contest for tomorrow. We pick it up now after tea with the 3rd ball of the 5th over. 10 runs have been added. Maninder Singh, the left-arm spinner, is the bowler. Mike Gatting is taking strike.
That was well bowled, and it was a magnificent shot as it turned out. But what Maninder was trying to do was to get one to come straight on with the arm. He's shown them the spin, the turn, and that came straight on towards off stump and kept a little low. Mike Gatting watching the ball quite perfectly. Yes, brilliant. Dominating the bowling down the pitch, turning the ball into a half volley. CHETAN Sharma to Gatting. That was a good shout, and the captain's gone. Again, CHETAN Sharma hassles out another England batsman. A little bit of fizz off the pitch, and a nip back off the seam. And Mike Gatting, although he's been in prime form out there, just caught half forward, half back.
And full credit to CHETAN Sharma. He's the only one of the Indian seamers who's hit the deck. And any indifferent bounce that there is in this Edgbaston wicket, he has exploited. That one shot through very quickly, it kept a bit low, and trapped Mike Gatting in front.
So that's the shape of the England tail, led by Embury. Oh dear.
Should remind viewers that India are without their captain in terms of bowling. He's only bowled a few overs at the start of the innings. So the game takes another interesting twist as Meninda comes into Derek Pringle.
And that's out. And a very nice moment for Kieran Morey, who's had a difficult day behind the stumps. With the bat thrashing around the crease, he catches a very fine edge, and that's a success for Meninda. Derek Pringle really didn't shape during that over. Just trying to knock away those close fielders by playing the bold shots.
And England are playing very bravely. It may turn out to be regrettable, but they've played positively all day to try and get themselves into a position of strength whereby they could force a declaration. But Derek Pringle is gone now, perishing to Meninda. A flamboyant off drive, little bit of turn, little nick, and he's on his way.
Oh, that was low and just outside off stump, John Embury. Chetan Sharma, such a menace. He's looks innocuous sometimes, and then the ball fizzes back. Meninda to Foster. Foster wanted one. There's no fielder there, and the stumps have gone. He's out. Brilliant throw by Kieran Morey. Brilliant throw. On the face of it, there was a run there. Foster pushed to the onside. No one fielding at all at mid-wicket, but John Embury didn't want to know it. So Neil Foster is run out without scoring.
And Foster's livid with his partner. The oldest rule in running between the wickets is if it's hit in front of square, it's the batsman in strike's call. Foster sees the gap. He feels there's an easy run, but Morey's had a direct shy at the wickets and he's miles out.
Valuable runs for Embury, 4. And the rare loose deliveries from Meninda Singh.
Chetan Sharma's got a bit tired, so the Indian skipper taking it upon himself to try and mop up this England tail.
Good shot from Edmonds. They can get 3 there. Certainly they've got 3, they've got 4 because the ball slipped out of the fielder's hands. He's not going to be very popular for that. Ravi Shastri takes over from Meninda Singh. His figures were 15 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 31. Don't know that the stroke deserved any better fate than almost befell it.
No, I can't really say. I really like this slow sweep that John Embury's decided to play once or twice.
Not very elegant, but very effective.
No, you certainly wouldn't put John Embury down as the most elegant sweeper of the ball.
Meninda Singh. And that is out. Edmonds trying to sweep away past square leg, and England have lost their 8th wicket. 217 for 8 now. Edmonds out for 10, hitting against the spin.
You see it from a different angle there. And Phil Edmonds not controlling the shot with the right hand like he should do. The right hand's got to come down, knock the bat down, and he really doesn't do that. He's going flat.
Bruce French is the new batsman.
Gentleman Pandit fielding for Capital Dev.
Well, a touch of Fred Carno's out there.
Well, John Embry really is the most inelegant sweeper I think that I've probably ever seen in the game.
Ravi Shastri just turning to Chetan Sharma again to see if he can work the trick again. Oh dear, what a good change of bowling. It's the 5th wicket for Chetan Sharma, and Bruce French has gone, caught by Kieran Murray. A good, lively, whippy action. He can't believe it. Excellent performance by Chetan Sharma.
Indeed, it was a terrific performance from Chetan Sharma. 22 overs, 3 maidens, 5 for 56. And that at a time when his captain and the main strike bowler, Kapil Dev, was unable to take any proper place in the bowling lineup. Binney wasn't on song either. Amarnath bowled just 2 overs, but the spinners did a terrific job as well. 22 overs for Maninder Singh and 2 wickets. And Ravi Shastri had the one that came his way before the tea interval. Now, the card for England at stumps at the close of the 4th day, 231 for 9. It was very important they got through to the final day so they could take up a little bit of time and have the 10 minutes between innings to make things just that much more difficult for the Indian batsmen. But I think this is going to be a good contest. The match situation coming into the 5th morning, England 231 ahead. That's not going to be easy. The pitch is just playing a few tricks again, and I think we might be in for a tremendous cricket match. The 5th day here, England will look at it in a positive manner. They'll know that they need to go all out for a victory, and I have a feeling that there'll be lots and lots of excitement. Bear in mind that this Indian batting lineup is very, very strong. They go right down to number 10 with all-round. And then we had